carrying me somewhere. Where are you carrying me to, babe?
You're actually carrying.
Well,
where are you going, babe?
I am taking the Yukon Expedition on a Yukon Expedition.
Explain it to the people that don't know what that means.
By this time, you've seen the video of my Yukon restoration, where I did a lot of work to my 25-year-old boat. And the reason I was doing the work to my 25-year-old boat was because I had a very big trip coming up. This is really, I guess, the second leg of that trip. Because the first leg probably would have been the trip to North Carolina to carry everything to...
That was just prep. No.
Okay, so this is the first leg of the trip. We had a little prep trip where we carried the boat and all my gear. You saw the loadout video. We carried all the gear and everything to Mitch. Alright, so we are on I-40, about 9.5 miles from the Tennessee line, headed back from North Carolina. And we just stopped at a rest area. I think we need to start a whole series of little shorts on reviews, rest area reviews. That one was clean.
Somebody had just wrecked it.
In the men's too. Somebody had but it was clean.
I think it was the men's that was smelling. It wasn't the women's.
It was clean, but somebody had just violated that bathroom.
Wrecked it.
But that happens. Yeah. I mean, that's what a bathroom's for, I guess. Mitch and Jack loaded everything up in the trailer, and they had a enclosed trailer, and they drove from North Carolina to Whitehorse, Yukon, Canada, dropped off the boats and everything, and then Mitch drove on to Dawson City, and he made it back via plane to Whitehorse, and they are currently seeing the sights in Whitehorse. This is Friday evening, about 8 o'clock.
August the 11th.
August the 11th. I fly out from Atlanta in about 12 hours. A little anxious. I've never flown internationally. Never flown by myself. Never checked a protection from wildlife.
Oh yeah,
you can't say that word on YouTube. You really can't. So, but we are carrying. I will be carrying some grizzly protection in the form of bat guano and lead. So that's a whole new experience for me. So yeah.
Trip of a lifetime.
Definitely trip of a lifetime.
Well, like for Brad's,
yeah.
You've been wanting to do something like this ever since you was a little kid.
Yes, I have. I've always wanted to make a trip like this. I really don't know that I'll ever get the chance to do something like this again, which is why, I'm doing it. So it's a big deal. It's a big trip. Big trip.
Atlanta Airport. Got through TSA, no big deal. Even flying internationally with let's see what else about that currency exchange. That was a new one for me. So we've got about 45 minutes still before we load. So just kind of sitting here chilling. Good morning, guys. It's our lovely abode at the Yukon Inn in Whitehorse. The rest of the guys came in at least a day ahead of me. Well, I think some got in yesterday. Got the mountains and more going on to YouTube. Just a little room with a gear bomb going on, just trying to sort things a little bit better so that when I get to, we do get to go load our boats, it will speed this process up a little bit. Just a little room. But it worked well. I slept good last night. Shannon and I were just doing the math. I had, from the time I got on the shuttle in Atlanta until the time I got off the shuttle here in Yukon, 21 hours of travel yesterday. A little bit of a temperature difference in Whitehorse and Pisgah, Alabama on August the, I guess today's the 13th, yeah. A little Yukon Inn. Very, very nice. I like it so far. Seen a lot of canoes. Seems to be this is more of a canoe river. And y'all know me, I love a good canoe trip, but you know, we wanted to bring our, that was part of the deal, was bringing our Yukon kayaks up here. I got about a kilometer to walk to get to where we're supposed to meet for breakfast. And best I can tell, it's in that direction. This appears to be a lovely little town. Gosh. I just gotta show you. Look at this. I don't even know what to say, except, oh my. Look what I found. Few things I've noticed is, oh, there's a bald eagle. There's a bald eagle. You can't see it. There's no way you can see it on the GoPro. Just flying right up the river, right beside me. Freaking cool. Whitehorse has an extensive trail system, walking, biking, and people are using it. This is cool. I love this little town. Now, I probably wouldn't like it a whole lot in January. Well, I was going to video you videoing us.
Oh, sorry. Let's all video each other videoing each other.
It's better. The lights.
Yeah, the light's better from your angle.
Any more coffee?
Yes, please.
Well, as Mitch just said, we've made it this far. Is that good stuff, Mitch? All right, we're headed to Canoe People to get our boats loaded, I think. Shane, right?
Yep.
Okay. This is Shane Cooster.
Shane Cooster, you got it.
And your channel is?
The River Paddlers.
The River Paddlers. Right. I watched your video a while ago. I've talked to him online for years, I guess, but we're just meeting in person.
And super excited to get this trip started.
Yes. Mitch, Jack, Tim, and Brian. Now, how are you related to Brian?
Brian's my brother.
Okay.
Yeah.
They are gone to get some stuff, and then they ate breakfast with us. We met for breakfast. Canoe People doesn't open for 2 more minutes, so we should be good. But this river, she be rolling. Now then, the Houdini is to get all of this packed into that little thing. There we go. The sun's probably in your eyes, but coming up on your right side, Mitch, if you don't care to reach and grab that. It's just laying there in front of the, you see the yellow?
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
I wish I had my skirt on back there.
Did you get some water? Yeah. I put mine on, but I hadn't covered it over yet.
Yeah, I got mine on, but I just didn't have to see it. I wish I had my skirt on back there.
Did you get some water?
Yeah.
I put mine on, but I hadn't covered it over yet.
Yeah, I got mine on, but I just didn't have to see it.
Whew, I'm actually hot right now.
Bald eagle right here, right over your head, Rob. Rob. Oh my gosh. Rob. Hey, did you not see that? Oh, you're Jack. I couldn't tell who you were. You literally had a bald eagle right over your head. It flew up and lit in a tree right beside you. I got it on video. I was yelling Rob. I couldn't tell. Technology's great till it ain't. So Jack was messing with his Garmin. Didn't even hear me yelling. Of course, I was yelling the wrong name. I was yelling Rob. But had a bald eagle right over his head. Come up and lit in one of these trees. I think I got it on video, maybe. That was cool. That was darn cool.
Ravens. The ravens are as big as turkeys, aren't they?
Yep. There we go. Maybe that's straight. I have legitimately lost count of how many bald eagles we've seen.
Carmacks, I believe, river that hits the Yukon here. We're about 11.3 miles into our trip. Been paddling for about 2 hours, maybe a little more. So we're doing pretty solid on the time, and so far it's just been just smooth sailing, good current. How you feeling, Brad?
I'm digging it, man. How about you?
Oh yeah, definitely digging it. Definitely digging it.
There's somebody putting in a boat right there. At the foot of the bridge.
Yeah.
I know you won't be able to see that, but there's a bridge over there. I know some people will think this is ridiculous, but I think this is pretty cool. Oh, teepee. I didn't even see the teepee. Pretty cool. So it's really kind of surreal that we're here. And so I was just looking around and was just like, ha, y'all, we're actually here. We're about 12 miles, nearly 13 miles into the paddle before it really hit me that
We're here.
It's like
We
yesterday morning.
Here.
Yesterday morning, I was in Charlotte, North Carolina. Like,
Well, let's see. 45 hours ago, I was teaching 7th graders. 45 hours ago, I was teaching 7th graders about agriculture. So, I can't, I'm still just in awe. So these pylons are from an old gold camp. Pretty cool. Wood duck boxes. I never really thought about them having wood ducks in Alaska. I always thought you're supposed to have those about 100 yards apart, though. I don't think those are wood ducks. The holes are too big for wood ducks. Turn bad in a hurry. That was bad. We got out in the middle of the lake and the wind picked up big time. I could see the roof of the cabin over here. I yelled to the rest of them and told them I was headed to the cabin. I don't know how many of them are headed this way. It's got me out of most of the wind and waves. Looks to be some type of honey cabin. Hopefully they won't mind. I was getting concerned. I look up and there's a seagull right here, right beside me, just coming over my head. I didn't get it on film. I don't think the front camera got it. But it was like, you know, whew, big relief to see that. Just calming. And then it started getting even rougher, much rougher. And just before I got into this calm water, an eagle flew across the front of my boat. I think maybe it got it on video. Allow me to explain a little bit here about what happened. If you noticed earlier in the video when I put in the captioning down there to note my spray skirt, I was wearing my spray skirt, but like a dummy, I did not have my spray skirt sealed. I did not have it attached to the boat. So when we get out onto this lake and the wind is coming over my left shoulder, some of the waves were high enough to wash over into my boat from the backside. And I was filling up with water. I did not get it on video, but I pulled up beside Tim and Shane and said, hey, I've got to get to shore so I can empty the water out of my boat and I can attach my skirt before I swamp. So I take off to the shore. They follow me to stay with me, and this was totally my fault. I was unprepared, totally my fault, and it ended up causing a little bit of animosity among the group because some of the others felt that we had just taken off and abandoned them out in the middle of the lake, and that was my fault. I apologize. I explained to them what happened, but it did cause a little bit of friction. I'm trying to get over here where I'm not about to get washed into you. Woo.
on though. So what we're doing right here, me and Shane kind of riding the corner here. We're giving him a heads up when the big waves are coming, because he's got to be ready for it. So we'll ride the big wave first, and then we let him know big waves are coming. We've been kind of taking turns doing that this whole stretch. So he doesn't have a spray skirt. He's in the sun now. We're still fighting the waves. Whoa, here comes a good one. Yeah, it wasn't too bad. Some good ones there, Brian. Oosh, there's a good one. I was starting talking to Brian. It surprised me. This isn't near as bad now that I got my skirt on. I'm not, you know, it's not great, but it's not near as bad with the skirt on. There is a camp back in here, but I don't know if it's, I don't know. We ended up doing 22 miles on the first day. 13 of it was in the first couple of hours on going along the river. The remaining 9 was across the lake, and that remaining 9 took us at least 5 hours, probably closer to 6. It was a very rough paddle, lots of wind, lots of waves. It was a rough paddle. So rough, as a matter of fact, that when I made it to camp, I didn't even get my cameras out. I didn't even take a picture of camp. I didn't video any. I pretty much went in, changed clothes, set up my hammock, and went to bed. I don't even think I ate supper that night. It was a very rough paddle. We went to bed that night and hoping that the wind would settle so that the next day we could make some more time. Unfortunately, we were kept up all night by the sound of crashing waves as the wind roared all night. And so we woke up the next morning to much the same. If you enjoyed this episode, consider subscribing so you can join us on the rest of our crazy adventures. Remember to get out and find your own adventure, because even bad adventures make great stories. Thanks for tagging along with us today, guys.